Yeah, we can play it. No big deal.
Yeah.
Play whatever you want, bud. Because this is a lot of nothing.
Hey, where are we going after this?
Whatever you want.
Honestly,
Take some time to think about it. You have a whole podcast.
what's that spot that we went to last time? I'm trying to try that.
What, Coco?
volcano. Yeah, that's what.
Coco.
I mean, Coco's a classic.
That's never a bad
That's
choice,
a
bro.
classic,
Yeah,
bro.
except for bad choice. Coco's always good.
That's where,
That's what?
I don't know.
Something funny happened.
It's where things happen, I guess.
Everything funny happens at Coco.
What, you expect me to say something profound?
I did, yeah, for sure. Yeah. I was like, something?
Fool.
Anything? No? Oh, okay.
You fool.
Bacalaro, conayaro.
Oh, God. Oh, no, not like this. I'm young, please, no.
Bro, I went and watched him body Sasuke again. It's like gotta be like a yearly tradition to just watch him do
Just
that.
watch him get wrecked.
Sasuke got killed 3 times. And his squad also nearly died. Like,
He got killed by a guy named Killer B. I mean,
Hey,
Mans was writing new rhymes while killing you 3 times.
Bro, that was probably one of the greatest shocks.
My
Like,
God, yeah.
When you watch it for the first time, you're just like, is this happening?
Is this happening? Isn't he a main character? What is
Like,
this?
no,
right
no,
now?
it's not the fact that he was a main character. It's the fact that he had this whole arc right beforehand
yeah,
where he's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'm creating this group. I'm joining the Akatsuki.
Yeah, he built it all up. It's right. On his
He's
first
going to do
mission.
great things, and then he just gets bodied.
Like,
in front of his homes, too. In
yeah,
front of his homies.
homies, bro. Come on. Like, you couldn't even feel proud for the guy when he left. When you, like, first of all, you learn later, fine, it's a substitute. But even then, when he gets the body of B, you're just like, that wasn't even a win, bro.
Yeah, it's not a win for you.
Like, you had to use hacks. Like,
Oh, it was
Good
scary.
God.
Tilt that down. The other way. Tilt it the other way. Yeah, because you're talking to the side, not the top.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Damn.
so you could tilt it. Yeah, like that.
I'm always learning. When I
That's
come
okay.
here.
That's
life, man.
That's what I'm here for. That's what
Always
I'm here
learning.
for. Let me see something real quick.
oh my God, listen. So this previous episode, Rutherford, he finally dropped this thing because recently he did this new thing where it's like slightly off the table, which scares the crap out of me. And so then it fell and I didn't want to go, I told you so. But in my head, I saw that like gif of like, what's his name? Will Smith from iRobot. And he was like, somehow, I told you so just doesn't quite cut it. And it's one of my chef's kiss favorite quotes of like any movie where I was just like, there are some situations where
Happened once.
you want to tell him I told you so, but you're just like,
There are many situations where I want to tell you I told you so.
yeah, no, that's fair.
But I keep that to myself.
I'm just gonna take my sip now.
Yeah, keep that to myself.
Maybe you shouldn't.
I'm just gonna stay quiet over
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe
yeah.
you shouldn't, promote trifling behavior.
Stop. Wow.
True,
He
true.
said I am being trifling, my lord. That's what he said. Or at least insinuated.
I didn't say that.
That's what you insinuated.
I didn't say a name.
Listen,
You feeling guilty?
No. I'm just saying what you're saying. I didn't.
Curious.
curious. Yes, quite.
God damn it. I can't with these fools. I can't with them.
You shouldn't promote. You shouldn't promote bad activities near you, bud.
We don't do that. We don't do that around
But
here.
you should listen to a lot about nothing.
Damn it.
Yeah. All right.
I actually jammed my pinky this weekend fighting Mel, and
did you?
That clap kind of hurt.
Was it the one that I was?
No, he was using a
be on a-
spear actually, and it
Oh,
was a
okay.
foam spear.
Oh, it was a foam spear.
Yeah.
What, you
on a
recorded
stint?
though? That
Yeah,
was
I should have.
Oh, it was cool?
My
Okay,
clap
That was really
was
cool. I saw that.
Nice. I didn't do anything crazy with that one. That was just the iPhone cinematic mode, and then I just did the regular. It's like a regular edit where it kind of brightened the background and gave it a little more vibrance, and that's it. I ain't do nothing else. I just put it out.
It was great footage.
Yeah,
I
it
watched
worked
it
out.
like 3 times.
Same,
It was
same,
nice.
same.
It worked out. I wanted to get a good action shot of him doing. That's why I came right before the fight.
That was exciting.
I made sure to do that.
Damn, the fight was that good?
It was
It was good.
So solid.
It was good.
letting you guys know. Our new fight is going to be me using a halberd, and he is going to be using a
Interesting.
sword and shield. And so we have been rehearsing this fight.
You're gonna use the halberd?
I'm using the halberd.
That shit's
he
dangerous,
looks
dog.
So when I tell, have you seen the halberd yet?
No, I've not.
Can I show him?
Nope.
No, we started. We're
Content. Later. Sorry. But anyways, it's gonna be
See you
great.
next week.
Next week.
Yeah, I'll be there. I'm coming this weekend.
Rolling deep.
Yeah.
this weekend,
Oh,
yeah.
facts. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I seen the list is strong. My
Gang,
guy.
gang coming through.
The list is strong. Y'all better do
next
the pub
Saturday,
crawl, bro.
We rolling deep.
Oh yeah, maybe I'll do
Better
pub crawl.
do the pub
How
crawl.
many people are going?
Like
Come on.
20.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of
It's
us.
like it's like several friend
On
groups.
Saturday?
Next Saturday.
Next Saturday, yeah.
The 4th.
The 4th? Okay,
Everybody
I'll make sure to
come.
go that time too.
Please
Yeah.
come.
I'm coming this weekend, but I'll go the following as well.
And if you listen to this podcast, make sure you go to the Florida Renaissance Festival to go see our man's fight his cousin. Also, go to see Shell.
Yeah.
Shell looks
Sultana.
great too.
Oh
And
my
Stormbreaker.
God, yes. Guys, we bought a Stormbreaker.
Yeah, like an actual
It's
Stormbreaker.
like Thor
Full
is the
size.
size, like full size Stormbreaker.
It's probably as tall as Shell.
It is nearly as tall as her, bro.
See? Voice activated too.
You
It comes with lights and it's voice activated. Did you set it up, Shell?
Yes.
Yes?
We,
No.
All right, we'll check it out.
we just walked through the living room. Stormbreaker. Walking, like,
And it turns on.
It's a new friend of the household.
Well,
honestly.
have you guys seen that?
No. Give me that.
Yeah.
get
Right.
this
You
one.
get this one. Yeah.
Right. Have you
Next
guys
we'll
seen
go on.
that Iron Man mask that's voice activated?
Oh, that like closes down.
Yeah. It says Jarvis, close mask.
Come on,
And it
bro.
closes.
The technology's
and it says
getting
Jarvis,
there.
open mask. And it
Clint
opens.
made a helmet.
It's fire.
We're getting close.
Clint made
to what you're
a
telling me.
Iron Man
We're almost
helmet. Clint made a.
Our troops will have it soon, bro.
Clint made a custom
Yo, there.
Iron Man helmet that has the off of his 3D printer, bro.
Yeah,
Oh my
just
gosh.
gonna look right quick, please. Just gonna hold this so it doesn't happen.
Oh my god.
God, look at this.
That's so.
Rutherford, just come on over and hold that real quick, bro. Just.
It's heavy.
No, you gotta be ready. It'll kill you.
heavy, it's heavy.
He's gonna decapitate himself. Look at that.
Look at that. Sheesh.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
crazy.
This is so cool.
Okay, now just say Stormbreaker.
Stormbreaker.
Oh, it's gotta wait till it turns off.
It's okay.
We'll allow it. We'll
I'm
allow
still
it.
happy.
Cringe.
It's ridiculous. Yeah, you can pass it back.
That's so moist. Yo, come over. Yeah, come over and get this. You can't just let him. What are you doing? You can't put this down. It's gonna break the floor.
Break the earth.
It turned on.
They're so blessed. Oh,
Nice. That's
yeah, so
fire.
we're gonna try to figure out how to carry that during the parade. I don't even know how, but
Gonna need two people.
there's a heroes and villains weekend. So we were like, yo, let's figure out like a bright
Well,
red cape.
Why don't you do it on the while she's riding the chariot so she could lean on the chariot?
I agree. No, that's what I was telling her. I was like, that's the best chance to
That's
do
the
it.
best
Don't
chance.
know anyone like
'Cause I ain't
7
carrying
foot.
that. Bro,
Yeah, bro.
listen.
It's crazy.
I'll show you the halberd after.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, guys, come to the Florida Renaissance Fair.
Yeah.
This weekend is like maidens, goddesses, and amazing things. And I think that's really important for literally everyone. And,
That's awesome.
I'm just gonna leave it there. And
Sounds like a good weekend to go.
It's an
is a
amazing
good
weekend.
weekend to go. Yeah.
It's a really good
Okay.
weekend. It's important for quite actually everyone.
Oh man, welcome back to Love About Nothing. Yeah, this is a society and culture show where we talk about a bunch of different stuff. We just give our opinions on things. Doesn't really matter. We're just doing this for entertainment. Nothing we say here is really a real reflection of who we are IRL or outside of this podcast. Just to make you laugh and or mad and or sad because y'all be taking some stuff personal.
Yeah, they do.
Why y'all mean to mumble, man?
That was true. That was mean.
I had to turn off comments on that
You
Mr.
did.
Beast
People were hating.
on that Mr. Beast clip because they were making fun of Momo. I understand you giving your point, but you don't have to disparage her. Come on, man, relax.
Indeed. Attack the.
I had to turn it off because they were being too mean.
Attack the content, not the messenger.
Yeah, attack the content, not the messenger, man.
You can call her out like on her being wrong about something.
Yeah.
But then don't be like, also you are a terrible person in this.
Right,
Like,
right.
You're going too far,
Yeah,
my guy.
come on, man.
Wow.
You're going too far. You don't know this person. Come on.
Especially because they didn't get the whole story. They didn't watch the whole podcast. They just saw the clip.
They know what 18 seconds
Yeah.
of this human being talking, and
Right.
they're completely
And they're
judging
completely
the character.
judging
bro.
everything.
I'm like, what are you
Yeah.
doing?
That's what they do on the internet, though.
Simple
You give them a clip, a couple minutes, maybe 1 minute, and they'll judge your whole life. Yeah,
rough.
it's fine.
It's rough, man.
It's fine. Maybe watch the whole podcast on YouTube at A Lot About Pod. It comes out on Saturday. The podcast comes out on Friday.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Today we're going to talk about some American traditions and or practices that are weird, should be changed, or are downright, what's the word I'm looking for?
Abolished?
Not abolished.
Oh, awkward.
Nonsensical.
Reformed? Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I'll leave that one later.
Downright nonsensical. And listen, this might trigger some of y'all if you're on the other side of the political party.
If you're
and you
super
think,
conservative.
Yeah, if you're super conservative and you think, these are our traditions, this should be stuck forever. These were made in the 1800s where black people weren't a person. So
Just want to say that. Yeah.
just little
Let's go back.
little context there.
Just want to make it great again. When was
Yeah.
it? When was
When
it
was it
great?
great? Yeah.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
for who?
Yeah, if you want someone,
whom?
if you want someone to get mad at, my name is Cress.
Oh, that's
This
true.
is
I'm Trey
this
the
is
Third.
It's Victor.
This is Victor. This is our wonderful guest and birthday boy, Rutherfords.
Yes, sir.
Happy birthday to
Happy birthday, bud. I don't have a
appreciate
birthday
you guys.
button,
Oh,
but
I
if
have
I
a birthday
did,
song that's really short. Can I sing it for him?
you cannot.
Damn.
You cannot.
I promise she's like 20 seconds.
Okay,
20
go ahead.
seconds. I think
This is your birthday song. It isn't very long. Okay, I'm done.
Oh, okay. I
That
was about to
way
turn you
less than
down.
20, but I appreciate
I
it.
was about to turn you way down. Wasn't good.
Damn.
Wasn't
That's
good.
all I got for you. Brainstorm going any further? Come on.
Wasn't good.
You gotta show
But this is good. Here on a lot about nothing podcast, we just like to play some music sometimes just to get things going, just to get the ambiance like this one right here. You know, sometimes I wish I was a producer, man. Because sometimes I wish I could put some stuff together like this. It's just a learning curve.
Yeah.
It's different. It's different from like sound editing. It's a lot different. I really feel like doing it. Plus, I'm still learning film. It's a lot. It's a lot. I'm still not great at sound design. If you didn't hear that song, it's because you were listening to this on YouTube, which is fine. You could subscribe and keep listening on YouTube. If you did hear it, it's because you listened to it on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, or Google Play Podcasts, or wherever you get podcasts, because we're on all those. All right, gentlemen, how you doing?
Oh, I'm doing all right, man. I'm wildly sore and exhausted from the festival.
That's true. You were fighting.
Honestly, I won't lie to you. Do be tired, man.
I know.
Listen, that's what I let you know, bro. These here like groin muscles
Right.
hurt
Loins?
a lot. My loins
Because you're
be
using your legs a lot.
sore.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Don't pull your groin, though. That is the worst pain.
I am absolutely doing my best not to have that happen.
Rutherford knows.
Yeah, he knows.
That is the worst pain. If you play any sports and pull the groin,
You
my
don't-
brother.
You don't want that. You've lost. You've
Wrestling in
lost.
high school, I had experienced.
Yeah.
Don't want it.
Is that where if you pull it, you have to wear like a diaper while it heals, depending on the
You
severity?
just walk funny for a long
Yeah, for a
time.
little bit.
You just walk funny because it's a pain that you can't pinpoint where it's painful at, but you know it's in the groin.
Yeah. Sciatica.
Yeah. That and pulling a hammy, because I can tell you from first hand recently, and it's still not 100%. I still feel it sometimes, so I have to stretch constantly
Oof.
to make sure I don't pull that. But I still play soccer.
Important.
I still play. Rutherford, how you doing, man? Happy birthday.
I'm doing pretty great. Things are going well at work.
Yeah.
Things are going well in life. And,
Yeah.
well, yeah.
Well,
Yeah. I mean, I look at it as a silver lining that everything came out all right.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad you're safe.
Yeah. Like think it was good. Like to everyone walked away. All right. If
Yeah,
no
that's all
one-
that matters.
That's what matters.
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
Exactly.
that's all that matters.
Yeah, I was. Context: I was recently in a car accident, but
Whose fault was it?
not gonna get into that. We're
There's an ongoing case.
it is an
I see.
ongoing thing going on right now. So
Federal case.
We'll leave it at that.
Ooh,
yeah,
I see.
Yeah.
but it was it was an experience that I never had before. But I'm just happy everyone walked away good.
Bless.
So, yeah,
Car's totaled.
yeah, it's looking like it. Still waiting on insurance to tell me.
I see.
Yeah.
Don't worry, it happened to me too, man.
Yeah.
It is an interesting experience. Wouldn't recommend.
No, not at all.
Hello.
How you doing, bud?
Tired.
Perf.
Yeah. There's surprise business trip that was sprung on us like last minute Friday.
Nice. That's what we like.
I have to leave soon for 8 days.
To Vegas. Wah.
Gotta go back to Vegas, even though I just came back.
Poor Victorino having to go to the land of Vegas.
Listen, I mean, Vegas is good once in a while.
Yeah. But all the time, it gets tired of the
It's-
luxury, the great food,
It's like an
the
over
gambling.
decadence type of thing. You know, if you
Yeah, I
have
get
like
it.
a really rich cake,
Yeah.
you can only have so much of
Yeah,
it
yeah,
until
yeah.
you don't want
Yeah.
any more for a while.
Yeah. You can't eat a whole box of Twinkies. They got to last a while.
You can technically, but it's a
I
terrible,
only said that because
terrible
someone brought
experience.
Twinkies at my job.
Why?
I don't know. I didn't eat one.
Why Twinkies?
I don't know. I guess it's just a classic.
All I know
Classic
is-
in what?
I don't know.
In
It's a
what
classic
neighborhood?
snack.
in America, bro. What do you mean?
It's an American classic.
It is an
It
American
is.
classic, bro. Twinkies are well
I know
known.
they are. Yeah, I know, but
Just saying. And they also
this
survive
generation,
apocalypses.
this generation, it's still a classic.
Fallout made them pretty important, I guess. You know, because like
What Fallout?
yeah, like the apocalypse things, like Twinkies stay showing up in apocalypses.
Yeah.
Are you a prepper?
No, I'm not.
Are you a
we're
prepper?
in Florida, bro? What basement we got? Come on out here.
I don't know, the one in your limestone cave.
Okay.
I knew he had one.
Okay.
I knew he had one.
Talk to my dad about that. You might.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
But why
definitely a prepper.
come on, you're in South Florida, bro. Bring like some fucking pastelitos or like some fucking.
I don't know, man. I work
Cuban
with white
coffee.
people.
Oxtails? What?
Oh, the white person?
I don't know. I don't know who brought it. I didn't look at it. I didn't care for it. Twinkies are Twinkies are Twinkies.
Oh, guys.
Speaking of American classics.
Wait, really quick. I wanted to ask,
What?
in case I missed it real quick. How are you doing?
Oh, you did miss it, but
That doesn't count?
But I didn't really. No, it doesn't count. It doesn't count. But I didn't really have
Better,
any.
bro.
I didn't really have anything to
I'm
say.
getting better. Leave me alone, bro. I'm proud of it, honestly.
Man was biting at the fucking bit, bro. Ready to cut me off to ask you how you doing.
I am.
No, thank you, Trey. It's sure.
am.
I'm finished. Sure.
Maybe you weren't. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean,
Now
I don't
we
have
know.
I don't have anything pressing. I'm thinking about buying a new camera. I showed Trey.
Okay.
I'm thinking about buying an FX30 for more cinematic stuff, which I still have on Blackmagic for cinematic stuff. So maybe I might do a swapperoo. FX30 might be better on like space and everything, but I think it's more versatile than the Blackmagic because the Blackmagic's kind of big. If I don't have a tripod for that thing, like it's hard to put on like a gimbal or anything to shoot with. I could put on like a Steadicam, but it's also kind of a pain. But I'm thinking about selling it and switching over to the Sony lines, which is why the FX30 is the first I'm going to start with. It's the most affordable cinema line camera from Sony. So I'm going to start with that one. I'm also going to switch out all the mics because I'd like a better sound through the mics. Every time I listen to the podcast, I'm like, I wish we had better mics. But now I have the power to do that. So
Jeez.
I'm going to switch out the mics. But yeah, that's all I'm thinking about, just upgrading stuff and like new projects and stuff without finishing my current projects because that's what we do. It's what creatives do.
That's artist
that's
life in
usually how it
general.
goes.
That's what creatives do. We
Creatives.
don't finish anything but start new
We
things.
find new projects as we are about 50 to 60% way done with the previous project.
Yeah.
I
Then
still
we,
have so many pictures to edit.
Yep. Yep. But so many shots to take.
Right?
Too many shots, not enough time. Yeah. But that's life. I have nothing else going on that's crazy. Just life.
Okay.
Oh, I applied to another job. I applied for a work from home job. So, I could work from home and also do other stuff. So this
pretty
might
lit.
help for my
It's pretty lit.
This might help for my project stuff too. So
That's important.
well, it's remote. I can't say work from home. It's remote. So I can work from home. I can work from the library,
Depending
whatever.
on,
Yeah.
Wherever I am, just as long as I'm there working. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. If I don't get it, I don't think I'll be like crushed. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't hate where I work now. It's fine. I have good camaraderie with my peoples. Everyone's cool for all intents and purposes. My boss is cool. I get time off when I need it. There's no real struggle at work right now. So yeah, so I don't mind if I don't get it, but if I do get it, it'll just be an upgrade in life for me personally. I'm gonna miss working with people for a little bit, but then when I can get done, when I have some more time when I'm closer to my things, and
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
you just gotta balance it out by going out more
yeah,
after work.
right, which I do
And
already,
Keep that work
but less driving.
thing.
Yeah,
'Cause
you gotta dedicate like a whole ass room to just work.
Yeah, because you'll get engulfed.
Well, I have to
in it.
find a room, dude. I don't have
Yeah.
room in my house. I have to do it in like the living room or something.
Because you gotta make that separation,
separation.
very, very, very apparent.
Yeah, I'll have
Or
to do
else-
it in my living room or something. I actually have a table that I could put out and work from there. Actually, now that you say that, yeah, I can make it work in my living room. Actually, yeah, 100%. All right, about America. So as Americans, we do a lot of weird stuff that other countries find weird, like the metric system that we don't use. Other countries are like, "What are you doing?" Like tipping, which is the first thing I want to talk about actually. Because I learned some stuff about tipping not too long ago. Like tipping, like pardoning a turkey.
Pardoning a turkey.
Yeah, man. Thanksgiving in general.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot.
President thing.
But tipping, right? How do you guys feel about tipping in America?
It was made so we don't have to pay people like a fair share of money. So
Okay.
I mean, I'm thoroughly against it. But the issue is we can't just say no more tipping. We have to say no tipping and also guarantee
wages.
livable wage.
Yeah,
So,
please,
Wow.
like, give them more money.
Wait, you want the
Imagine.
companies to pay more money to their employees?
Yeah.
Blasphemy.
Imagine.
So un-American.
Socialist.
Blasphemy. Very socialist.
Disgusting.
What is this, a communist state?
Communist.
Yeah, of course. I'm a commie, of course. Who knew? It's disgusting, honestly, that
I knew it.
tipping has been a system created and brought forth by our capitalist dogs. You know, like,
That's pretty good.
it's a terrible system, honestly, and it forces people who are in the service industry to, I'm not going to say get addicted to tipping, but like it's like a drug, frankly, and like you know they will change your schedules and like screw over other employees to make sure they get better tables, better positioning, better nights, better scheduling, and instead of just everyone working for the betterment of the company, it's for the betterment of you getting better tips,
Right.
and that's what ends up becoming at restaurants. And so
Well, here's a fun fact. Before it was codified in 1938, the Americans were already flirting with tipping between like mid 1800s, because the wealthy people who could travel to Europe brought that back, because it started in Europe. The wealthy people brought it back to America, and they started doing it, but then the Americans were not having it, because it made you feel small, made you feel like you weren't making enough money.
oh, here you are, peasants.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So it made them feel like peasants. So America did not really mess with that. And so when Europe kind of saw how the things were going in America, they're like, yeah, we probably shouldn't do this either.
Yeah.
So they cut that out. So there's no real tipping culture in Europe. But after a while, America kept doing it. I think it went away for a while, and then it came back as a means for like, at the time, it was like railroad workers or like restaurant workers. Were mostly black people. So it was a means to not pay black people. So they could pay them $0, and they would let people tip them instead. So their money would come from their service to other people. So it was based off. It came back based off racism.
Who knew?
Yeah, cause surprise.
That could happen
Yeah,
in
yeah,
this
yeah.
country.
It was within like the Reconstruction era.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. It was a way to discriminate against black people, because they had those types of jobs back then. Those railway jobs, those restaurant jobs,
remember,
service industry
Who
jobs.
owned, like, I don't know, the literal cities that existed in the South? There wasn't black people.
Yeah.
Who owns the transportation services or construction companies,
Right.
or like road making companies, railway make? Like, it ain't black people. When we're thinking about who that's going to affect, like, the system's always been rich versus poor, man.
Right.
For like 400 years, we got to make it seem like it's actually black versus white, but no, it's been rich versus poor, because I guarantee you rich people did not care about poor whites either. They just told poor whites to blame black people for why they're struggling instead of the rich white people that are screwing them over. I'm not saying that's how it is now, but I mean, after like 450 years of it being that, I don't know. It might have some tendrils in like our current life and situation. So
Yeah.
just
So the
wanna think
understanding
about
was they'll pay you $0 because the guests will tip you if you're good enough at your job. And
that's trash reasoning.
Yeah,
That's one
of course. Yeah, because you know how when it started earlier, people felt small and felt like peasants. It's like, oh, we can make black people feel like that. Why not? Here's $0. Have the guests tip you, and you'll make your money that way. Which they probably didn't make that much money anymore. Now they couldn't even be in that industry because it was bad.
So yeah, tipping's horrible, y'all. And
Tipping's not good.
thing.
We should probably get rid of that.
Should probably get rid of it, and also create a living wage for people.
Yeah.
Has to be both things.
Yeah.
Didn't they have a whole thing with like McDonald's about that?
Yeah, a little bit ago, I think.
Where I think what's the minimum wage at McDonald's, like $15 now?
Something along those. I don't know if it's up to that yet.
I think
I think it depends on the position.
I think that's what they were going for.
Yeah.
Like they were protesting for that, but I don't know if that happened.
I've seen wages like start at like 12.
It is. McDonald's is raising its minimum wage in corporate-owned stores as fast food chains struggle to hire employees.
Corporate-owned stores.
Yeah, on Thursday. Yeah, exactly. Corporate-owned stores.
Yeah, but
On Thursday, the fast food giant announced it is rolling out pay increases at corporate-owned locations, which will shift entry-level pay for crew to at least 11 to 17 per hour.
Oh, okay.
Oh wow.
In corporate,
Yeah,
stores.
franchises.
franchises don't get
Yeah,
that.
McDonald's
different.
are franchise can be franchised. So
I mean, that's
The franchise might be
we're
different.
getting somewhere.
That's progress.
Progress, maybe.
we're getting somewhere.
as they also raise the prices for their like the average of their food. So I mean, now on average,
that's
I mean,
right.
that's just-
there isn't like the
that's
dollar
just
menu
everywhere.
does not exist
No.
anymore.
you're paying
You know
like
what got
$5 minimum.
really, really expensive nowadays? Is fucking Chipotle.
I eat Chipotle every week.
So expensive. now.
Only because there's a Chipotle lane by my house. It is down the street.
Chipotle.
Chipotle lane. So you can order your Chipotle and then just go
drive-thru?
pick it up at a drive-thru. You
Interesting.
can't order at the drive-thru, but you just pick it up at
Wow.
the drive-thru
Intriguing. Okay.
without going inside.
Okay.
Have you
It's
noticed
a game changer, by
Have
the
you
way.
noticed like the rise in price?
I think it's never been that cheap. The bowl used to be what, $8?
I know it
back
never
in the
been
day.
that cheap, but paying like
And then
20,
it's gone up 10,
20 some
20
odd
some,
dollars.
yeah, depending
I'm
on
like,
what you get. I think the minimum I paid was like
Crazy.
$13.
Guac is like
yeah.
$2-3 now.
Yeah, it's expensive.
Yeah,
I'm like,
Guac's
God
ridiculous.
damn.
I mean, just like Chick-fil-A.
Mm-hmm.
Chick-fil-A's expensive now. Fast food is not really cheap. You're paying damn near restaurant prices.
You are
Yeah.
paying.
Yes,
You're
it's
paying
not.
restaurant prices now at fast food chains,
Yeah.
and it's interesting seeing
About
the
to
costs go up.
eat my lunches at Costco.
Hey,
Yo, I'll tell you
Real
right now,
talk?
Costco.
Costco's fire.
you might have just did something.
Actually,
I'm slap it, bro.
it actually does the job.
Bro.
Might have just did something, bro.
That $1.50 glizzy
Y'all,
Listen,
with the drink.
come
son.
on, bro. The berry smoothie.
Also,
The chicken bake, bro. The pizzas.
The pizza.
the pizzas are fire.
Bro.
too.
The pizzas
and
are
they're $10.
bro.
blows my mind every time I see
They're
it.
$10
Because it's not a lot. It's like a jumbo size pizza, and I swear it should not be that cheap. But you get it, and like it's full crust.
Wow.
Right.
Isn't there a
cheese.
reason behind them keeping the prices there? Like,
Because they're great. And like, everything's wholesale, and like the pricing is
It's
really good.
awesome.
In general, I don't know. I'll research it. Sorry.
How do we get the Costco pizza?
Because tipping sucks. Because tipping sucks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, tipping sucks.
Oh my god. Okay, we need to go to this next one because I want two-party political system. I need to talk trash about that, bro.
You were talking about the two-party
We have
political
a
system?
two-party system, but we have 400 million human beings in
Just
this
about,
country.
right?
You are telling
Yeah.
me that it is a 50-50 chance. I can flip a coin, and
Yeah.
that is my chance at if we're going to make the correct decisions on our laws.
Yeah.
Nonsensical.
Yeah,
That is
very
absolutely
nonsensical.
BS, bro.
Yeah.
Does not make sense. That is asinine. That is completely against the logic of trying to make a democracy. What? You're
Well,
what?
they don't they have like a libertarian party and like a
Listen.
There's
it's-
another one,
don't-
right?
It's cute.
The Green
yeah,
Party.
they'll just never win. Though.
Yeah, thank
Yeah.
you.
They'll
It's
just never
cute.
win.
They don't have the billions of dollars
There's no money behind
that
them.
they're
Yeah.
throwing into media. Like we just don't. And like unless somehow a unanimous decision by the Democrats or the Republicans or somehow both says, let's, I don't know, open up the parties to permanently always having at least 5 to 9 parties always available. Everyone votes. Like we have to completely change our system of voting for it. And it's not just add more parties. It is completely change how we handle voting. You know?
You ever watch those third party debates and you like see how low funded they are?
Yeah.
You like know for
It
a fact
hurts.
that they are not.
They're
in the
never gonna
running.
win.
It's like the debate.
It's just like, why are we even having this?
It's like
they're
it's like
arguing
watching
behind
Judge
the bar,
Judy, bro. You're watching a Judge Judy episode, and these are actual like politicians. But you're like, oh, what is this video quality? And like, what is this audience of
This is
like?
720p, bro.
You get a little like loading sign in the middle of every day. Like, come on, dude. It's just,
Yeah.
they just don't get the funding. They don't get the support.
It's on C-SPAN.
And like the other politicians and like media legit won't even talk about them. Most they'll do is in the early portions of the race be like, yes, and these are the Democratic and Republican leaders that are potentially going, and also there's cute little other parties that are going on.
Right,
Something
right.
independent. I don't know. That's about.
Why you sound like
Libertarian?
Obama?
Sorry, but that's what.
Let him be clear.
Well, let me be clear. You know, let me be clear. So that's what they're going to get to, and it hurts. It just hurts
funny.
seeing it every goddamn year we go by. I can't tell you how many times people come to the museum and they're like, "Yeah, what are your opinions on like just what DeSantis is doing right now, and you know how can we change it?" And you know, and every time, like, sadly, the answer has to be, "Well, it's rough, but we have to vote. We have to band together." manifest our will as a group and vote on things. It sucks that that's like the friendly, truthful answer. But unless you want to get literally physical and like attack people, like, nah, you just like right now, we have to make enough people informed that we vote for the right things and properly like regulate the voting to make sure no wild things are happening. Like everyone thinks voting fraud's happening. And just like actually vote for other parties, but it's kind of
local voting is the best.
I don't want to say futile, but like
it feels that way though.
Caring about the larger political parties seems futile.
Yeah,
local voting is what matters.
Yeah,
really care about the guys down the street who are like deciding where like commercial districts are being built up in your town. I'll
tell you what. There's a congressman that I watch on Instagram actually. He gives you updates because he got voted into Congress. Man, I can't remember his name. I'm gonna have to check Instagram real quick. But he got voted into Congress, and as soon as he got voted, he started making Instagram videos to update you on like how it's like. Like he gave a video on his first day at Congress, like what they did.
That's important.
Like
that
how
is
he
really
got through,
cool.
like the people he met and stuff like. And he gives you updates about what they talk about in Congress.
Yeah,
and I'm like, this is fire.
It's important.
Like, why aren't people this
People don't know
transparent?
the day-to-day life. Yeah.
He just sits at the camera. I'm sure someone does it. Someone records it for him. But he gives you, like, the truth, it seems.
That's why you have interns and secretaries and whatnot.
And the way they're doing it is really good. Let me see if I can find it real quick.
You thinking, come on.
What?
Average age of, like, a congressman, you thinking that people are going to be worried about Instagram?
No.
Come on.
I think they should be more worried about the people's opinion because, I mean, the people that voted for him, if they could give him some sort of, like, transparency like this guy is doing, I think it's fire.
Once they get wind that social media is directly and powerfully affecting their votes, I think more and more politicians are going to keep on kind of moving to social media and doing what they're doing in media, which is just trying to create the narrative around what they're doing, why they're doing it, and what the other party isn't doing or whatever. And forever we've just seen it in media, but now social media is becoming a thing. We're seeing more politicians. I think we're trying to access it and access their crowds, I guess, to a deeper extent.
Yeah, I can't find them.
It's weird to use.
I should have saved that video, yo. But yeah, what he was doing was really, really good. Shout out to that congressman whose name I forgot.
Shout out on congressman. Thank you.
If I remember it, I'll put it in like the description.
Yeah.
But I just
Thank
can't.
you, unknown congressman.
Yeah, I had him on my story for a while.
Don't worry, guys.
Too, man.
When he finds the information, he's going to put it right here.
Nah, I'm not gonna put it there.
No. It's right here where my hand is. This is where the information is going to show up because Cress isn't going to forget this, guys.
I might.
Don't worry. He never forgets the random things he says he's going to post. I promise you.
38 minutes. Mark.
Yes.
I could put a mark there, but I might forget actually.
So, how do you guys feel about gender reveal parties?
Weird.
Dumb.
Here's the thing.
Some of them are dangerous.
Some of them are very dangerous.
Some are dangerous.
Some of them are
All right.
mad dangerous.
Now take this gun, all right? There's 2 barrels out there filled with gasoline and TNT. All right?
Oh, God.
Well, the 1 barrel, actually, sorry. We're going to shoot it until it explodes. And then whatever color the smoke is that burns the field down.
That's the baby gender.
That's the baby gender.
Burns the field down. Potentially deposits carcinogens around a 5-mile radius.
I saw one where they shot off like big ass fireworks
Yeah.
Sure.
with the color pink,
Okay.
and it was a girl.
Yay.
Wow.
But
How else could I have
known about
informed all of you that my child is a certain gender?
yeah, I think gender reveals need to be abolished.
How could
Y'all
I
doing
have
too much.
Honestly,
Here's the thing.
they're
Y'all
chill
just
if like
yeah,
I get it.
they don't cause like a forest fire.
Yeah, y'all just doing too much.
You're doing too much.
It could be like a nice dinner.
Whatever. Like a party popper in your living room. Like,
Pop.
oh,
That's enough.
That's fine.
Done.
why are you trying to like
No reason to make it an outside
terraform
thing.
the earth just to figure out your baby boy?
Either a pink hurricane or a blue volcano. Which one are we gonna get, guys? It's like, stop it. What are you doing?
You're doing too much.
Yeah, y'all doing too much with the gender reveal.
Oh
man.
my god.
The little balloon. The balloon is fine because my sister had a gender reveal, but she popped a balloon. It was
That's fine. That's okay.
It was fine. It
You're
was
fine.
blue.
I mean,
yeah.
I get it. You want to celebrate.
Yeah, you're proud.
And
We get it.
And I'm always an advocate for finding any way to throw a party.
Right.
Like, come on, y'all doing too much.
You guys,
Who are you competing with?
You saw the one where they turned like a waterfall blue, I think. Like
Hey,
they like some guy stood at the top and everyone was like sitting down at the bottom. They're like, ah, and then just legit, he's just pouring blue dye into the water or whatever, and the water is all turning blue. No. And they're like, yay! And the camera like pans over, and you like see the forest that the waterfall's gonna go into, and you're just like, this can't be good. Like, this cannot be good for all of the animals of the next like 10 miles down
I know
this
people
river.
that are allergic to those food colorings.
I'm sure.
Like specific, like red number, whatever.
Yeah.
I know people allergic to that specific thing.
Well,
I can't imagine animals.
Good luck, everyone who needs that drinking water.
I can't imagine animals would
fare any better.
For sure.
For
I did
sure.
see one that was kind of cool though.
Oh God.
What did you see? I saw a WWE
I mean,
one.
it's pretty simple. There's certain tires that you can put on cars that when you burn out,
makes it go.
colored smoke.
That's cool. That's cool.
And it was, I did a burnout. And I'm like, all right, it's either pink or blue smoke. And I'm like, all right.
You got Victor.
You got it. He's entertained.
Victor's a fan.
I was right now, bro. If a gender reveal happens at Ren Fair, bro, and it's like a blood pack or something on a guy, and this will decide, and you kill some and freaking pink. I don't know. You could go wild at Ren Fairs, bro. I'm just saying.
You can go wild at Ren
You might
Fairs.
do a magic spell. You might have a fire breather breathe some crap out. You might have a sword swallower. Do some wildness and pull out a blue sword. You never know.
Hey yo.
You can do a lot. Sorry, I'm gonna keep talking about Ren Fair now. My bad.
Right.
I'm just trying to hype people up for it.
Just calm down with the gender reveal.
I'm so sorry.
Just keep it chill. Keep it chill. Don't listen to me. I'm nobody. Do what you want, but when someone gets hurt, don't say I didn't tell you so. Come back to this episode, like it, and then subscribe, and then just say, "Dang, Crest was right." That's all I'm saying.
That's fair.
Yeah,
that's fair.
Did you know that the president pardons the turkey before Thanksgiving?
Oh, of course.
Oh,
Yeah,
I've
tradition.
known.
What do you mean?
I only knew about that after watching the South Park. Not the South
Is it
Park, but
only
the
one
Rick and
turkey?
Morty episode.
It's one turkey. Only one turkey
Only
survives.
one turkey survived.
There's like a Rick and Morty episode
there
where
is.
like Rick turns into a turkey and he wants to be the turkey that gets pardoned.
Yeah.
Like, that's the
Right.
only reason. I went and looked it up. I was like, this is real.
Yes, it is. Every year, every time they pardon turkey, and they're like, "You're fine. We won't slaughter you, but we'll kill your family. No worries." And then we kill millions of turkeys. We really
How's that
are
different from?
for sure. We have to kill at least 200-300 million turkeys when Thanksgiving comes around. Because I know
3 billion turkeys.
no, we have to. We have million. I swear. Because like, think about it. Like, there are definitely people who do like multiple turkeys for like their one family, and so like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm saying I gotta Google it.
Well, here's the thing.
What was the significance of pardoning a turkey?
There was none. George H.W. Bush started it back in the 90s, and it just kept going.
Wow.
There is no significance.
HW.
Yeah.
How many turkeys?
There's no significance. They just kept doing it.
It is assumed. Apparently, there's actually multiple websites or surveys on this, but apparently, there's, according to 9 sources, 46 million turkeys.
Jesus.
I thought
Name
it'd be
all
way
9
more.
sources.
I thought it'd be more. Than that.
Well, let me finally.
Are they for profit? Are they organizations?
Republic World.
That's what they're gonna tell you.
Republic World. I ain't trusting that. Veggies Life. I ain't trusting that. Insider.
But no one does research anyway.
Veggies like.
The Grilling Dad.
Well, why would Veggie like be talking about
That's what I'm saying. I can't trust that. I can't trust
fake news?
Fake news. Oh my god.
No, it's funny. The turkey only lasts like a year after they pardon it because they've overfeed it so much it just gets heart
True.
disease.
We do be overfeeding.
And like other obese like related diseases and dies.
Chickens continuously are suffocating.
Yes.
From how
Also,
swole
chickens also
their
suffocate.
muscles are.
Yeah. Because we eat chicken for like, oh my god.
Oh
Yeah. That's another thing I
eat
think
chicken
is
so
really
much.
weird about American anything is food.
Overproduction.
Yeah, overproduction, how much we
But
do.
the demand is so high.
Yes, because we
yeah.
make it seem like the demand is actually that
Yeah.
high when actually we could feed literally everyone with like a fraction of what we were actually producing.
Well, the way to do that is to make meat a commodity, right? You should only have meat on special occasions, right? So like
debatable,
beef, right?
Debatable. Heavily debatable.
Beef, maybe you should only have it, I don't know, maybe once a night or on like some sort of special occasion or something like that.
We evolved.
Make it super duper expensive so people can't afford it.
We evolved to eat meat.
I'm sorry, man. I don't know if I could go along with that.
I'm sorry, bro. Man,
I want to be on your side.
like what? I'm gonna hunt me a deer. I'm eating venison only once a week, and I got a whole deer. I'm eating that daily. I'm eating that daily.
I mean, cows would live longer. Chickens would be fresher. They wouldn't be suffocating.
We need more respect for food, and if people want meat that bad, then we need to like normalize like maybe hunting for food.
We got Beyond Meat, bro.
Like, yeah, we now have fake meat actually. Yeah. So like in reality, like not that we need to make it a
meat
commodity.
Alternative,
I think
fake meat.
Thank you. We have a lot of meat alternatives, and I think that pause right after. I think we could make more meat alternatives and also put more respect into how we acquire meat.
But I think the current problem with meat alternatives is that they're way more expensive.
A little bit more expensive.
So it's just
because even if it's like bean or mushroom, whatever, the process it takes to make it into a freaking patty, it's expensive.
Well, that's why my suggestion was to make real meat expensive, so Beyond Meats could be cheaper.
It can be more expensive, and we need to normalize hunting simultaneously.
Normalize hunting? I don't think hunting's like controversial.
It isn't.
It's just black people don't do it that much.
Weren't allowed to, sadly. Also, I would say
we weren't allowed to hunt.
I'm not going to say we weren't allowed to, but there's also a lot of white people out there who would shoot black people for trying to go hunt.
I mean, I don't know the history of hunting, but I'm sure it's racist.
It's just very racist. Many black people died attempting to go hunting and then being found out by very, very Confederate white people who definitely get off my territory and then would just kill them and or hunt them out and or scare them and or chase them away. That's also why black people don't go mudding. It's hard to want to go where there's quite definitely going to be a bunch of people who probably owned the manufacturing companies that would create the trucks that then could go to such events. It wasn't going to be black people who had access to throwaway vehicles like that, you know? Sorry.
Agreed.
I don't know. Well,
sorry, my fault, y'all.
Those of you in
you can do a lot with a Toyota Hilux.
That's true.
I'm just saying.
That's a fact.
There's a lot you can do.
Yeah. Those of you in Pennsylvania might not like this one, but I think it's time for Groundhog Day to go.
What? What?
I love that movie though. You can't take
that away from me. I was talking about that one. I go lie to you. I got
Groundhog Day, not Independence Day.
What? No, there's a movie called Groundhog Day.
I know, that was a joke. Independence Day is a better movie.
I mean, does anyone get hurt? Like, I feel like I'm cool.
But what's the point?
I don't mind Groundhog. Hold on,
I don't really mind Groundhog Day.
It's kind of useless, isn't it?
You gotta determine if there's more days of winter.
Yeah, it is actually. Yeah,
Leave it to Americans to make their warm weather travel plans based on the machinations of a reticent rodent.
Bro, we measure things on buses.
That's the first line of this article. If a groundhog sees a shadow, there's 6 more weeks of winter. Is that what it is? Or if he doesn't see a shadow?
Or is it the other way? I don't know.
It's either 6 more weeks of winter or early spring, depending on whether the
we live
little
in Florida.
guy
What do
sees a
I
shadow
care?
or not.
Yeah, doesn't matter.
What's the point?
There ain't no winter here.
That's true. There ain't no winter in Florida.
Maybe we have a biased view.
That's also fact.
But also,
we're in perpetual summer here.
Because it matters more to like farmers in like the north than it does to quite actually anyone in Florida.
But Victor and Edward, we have technology. Weather technology has advanced significantly that we can rely on it more than a groundhog.
That's
yeah,
true.
but look at the little fella.
Oh my days.
He is really cute, actually.
Y'all might as well move to Pennsylvania. Y'all fuck with groundhogs.
I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm on my way.
I don't want stuff.
Yeah.
Actually, no, he is actively it is good. He's already actively doing it. Actually, he's won that one.
This one just seems a little wacky.
Guy.
They are really
Look at his
cute.
face.
They are really,
It seems a little wacky to me.
it is wacky.
I mean,
I think that's what makes it fun. Like, it's a
Apparently,
little fun
some
thing.
guy with a top hat holds up a groundhog all the time. Interesting.
I mean,
that's awesome.
I think it's hard.
It is cool. Like, I can't lie. Like,
That's
some
awesome.
top hat guy is like, we have a groundhog, and everyone's like, they just go hard, bro. And there's a whole crowd. There's like cameras on this groundhog, and he's just like,
What if like
looking at the
hundreds or thousands of years in the future, it just becomes like some kind of religious ritual or
easy
cult?
to believe. Look at these pictures. Easy to believe that this is a look at that cult behind Top Hat Man. carrying the ground. Look at them. They're listening to a sermon.
What if thousands of years in the future, the groundhogs become
Look at
sacred
this
animals?
This man is holding a scroll.
Look at this.
He's holding a scroll as he's like next to the groundhog.
Look at
on
this
a table.
congregation.
Look how many people are taking pictures of this guy.
Listen,
No, listen.
I gotta go.
In the remnants of our civilizations after we have come and gone,
Pictures of
other life forms will
groundhogs.
discover this. and
That
be
has piqued my
they worship
interest.
this groundhog.
Sacred creatures with the ability to change the weather.
Oh
apparently.
my God!
They can push it back.
Legends
by
are
days.
born.
Truly, entire societies knew this creature held their fate in its hands. Its small, adorable paws.
What a useless day.
And that is the past. They're from a
useless
different
day.
time. They're from a different time.
So stupid.
Everyone's so happy holding up this groundhog, bro. I'd be happy too.
Yo, I'd be so stoked.
I'd be pretty sick. That's so cute. Look at
Imagine like the later
I'm done,
generations.
I'm done.
Groundhog. Let's go. Let's go.
Like after seeing that picture, I kind of want to go.
groundhog, bro. What you need? Damn, bro. Okay.
Backfired
Bro,
crash.
I'll let you know right now, bro. If they had a tortoise day, I'm there, bro. I'm wearing the armor like a tortoise. I'm holding it up. My armored brothers, look at our savior this day. Look at its shell as it grows. Truly, this many vertebrae means that our days shall last 15 years longer. And then no one
I'm
will really
sorry.
understand.
When's Groundhog Day? I gotta go.
I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna find
I'm not
out.
telling you.
I'm sorry, bro. Don't cut the content. Hold on. Leave me
Nigga,
alone.
just check the Weather Channel,
Wait,
bro.
wait.
It'll tell you.
February 2nd. What?
No.
Damn it.
Good.
It is February 2nd. Damn it. Groundhog Day.
Good. I'm glad it's passed.
Bastard. Bastard. They've already held this happiness.
So
Know that
stupid.
Pennsylvania is now happier than Florida. All right.
Well, it depends.
I mean, most places are happy in Florida right now.
always
We got
nice.
DeSantis as a governor.
Are they getting more winter or what?
Who cares? We got stuff to talk about.
Sorry. It's a lot about
Just
nothing.
hating,
It's
dog.
a lot about nothing.
Just
Sorry.
hating on this groundhog.
Now,
useless
hold
day.
on. I need to bring this one up because he added these in the questions. There's a roadkill cook-off
I'm glad you asked, brother.
in West Virginia, you say.
In Marlington, West Virginia,
I'm curious.
they have a roadkill cook-off where you can try such delights as biscuits covered in squirrel gravy, teriyaki marinated bear, or deer sausage, all scooped up from the side of the road after an unfortunate accident.
Squirrels are very gamey. Bear meat.
Why do you know that?
Squirrel's good meat. My dad ate it.
Ah,
He told me about it.
well, Ed, I know would eat it.
Yeah, young the crap out of him.
Yeah,
Bear meat is very pungent.
I see.
You have to cook it a very specific way
I
for
see.
it not to like make you throw up.
I see.
Indeed.
Yeah, I don't care how you cook. I don't want it.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Like
No,
bear
no.
fat in particular is like kind of tricky. So
Yeah, I'm not here for.
Yeah, I'm not here for the roadkill. That one's a little bizarre.
That's not for me.
Not for me.
yeah, maybe not roadkill version, but
Yeah.
try
Maybe
it.
if you catch the squirrel and they cook it up for
Yeah,
you.
I'd do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
If I hunt a squirrel, get a little 22.
Yeah,
done,
no. No.
I'd
What
cook
about a
it.
bear?
No,
Come on.
no.
I'd eat
good.
bear.
That's a powerful animal.
I'm cool.
I'd eat bear.
Doesn't make me
Not
powerful.
roadkill. Not
Doesn't make me
roadkill.
powerful. I probably
it does.
the only thing I'll eat is gator.
I mean,
Gators
gator
pretty good.
Florida.
So
Gators
good.
are pretty
Gator's
good.
delicious.
Yeah,
Gator's
yeah.
good, right?
I've had gator tail before.
It's like a mix of fish and chicken.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what they say.
Yes. I want to try snake, actually.
That's what they say.
I'd be interested
Never
in trying
had snake.
Never had snake.
Snakes
Never
be
have.
similar.
I've never have.
Never had, I never had
I
snake
do want to
either.
try bear. That does sound interesting.
Yeah, all gross.
Come
So there's a roadkill cook-off in West Virginia.
So yeah, no, I'm not West Virginia born, guys,
Yeah.
and
No,
I
that-
don't plan
who
to relate
comes
to
up
that.
West
Also,
Virginians.
just as an add-on,
Colonials? I don't know. Sorry, continue.
there's a national hollering contest in North Carolina.
Hollering?
Hollering,
hollering.
IN, not hollering.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a cross between a yodel and like a hunting cry, a holler.
Okay.
like what do you do? You just like do the classic. Like what do you do? How do you holler?
Yeah.
No.
So
I
this
got
was
nothing.
like a highly complex form of communication over long distances.
awkward moments. I'm smarter now, guys.
You know what I'm saying? Especially in the American Southeast.
I'm learning.
Thousands of years of culture.
Yeah. North Carolina National Hollering Contest was started.
North Carolina? That makes
in
complete
69.
sense. That makes complete sense, actually.
Nice.
Yes, nice.
Makes complete sense.
It started in 69 to uphold entertaining tradition.
There are whistling contests, actually.
It's been going every year.
Those
ever
are
since.
crazy.
Those are wild.
Whistling contests. Well, you've seen the rock throwing contest? Rock skipping?
Oh, rock
Oh,
skipping?
yo, that sounds.
I would love to
awesome.
watch
It's
that.
nuts.
Them boys fucking
It's
wind
nuts.
up.
Hey, yo, listen, guys.
It's nuts.
I'm about to check out this hollering contest. It's looking kind of
Hey,
interesting.
girl, let me holler at you.
Are you talking about me?
All right, I'm done.
That's it for the show, man. 'Cause
I'm sorry.
Just in-
We're not
getting
racist.
out of hand.
This is making fun of Americans. We're not racist. It's not white people or black people specifically, even though these are primarily white people doing this. But that doesn't mean we're making fun of white people specifically. This is a hollering, the act of hollering. We've heard all people holler before. But these are definitely all white people doing it. So
Yeah.
I can't
yeah,
can't deny that one.
I don't know any black people.
They just-
There's the husband calling contest too.
That one is
Y'all heard- y'all saw that?
That one's hilarious. I ain't
That
gonna
one
lie
was
to you.
funny.
I felt the cringe of like thousands of years of men who have been called and and hollered at
in that voice,
in the voice.
bro.
you know?
Some of those voices, I'm like, how are they still married?
Oh, no.
I'm like, there's no way she could yell at me like that. And I'd still be married.
for this many years.
For this many years,
Oh, no.
nah, I'm cool.
Oh, cool.
Divorce immediately.
Jesus Christ.
What
West
the heck?
Virginia.
Oh
Yeah,
my
I'm
God.
cool. I'm cool on that one.
Ridge Mountain.
Let's see. We got a couple others. I already said about not using the metric system.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's weird.
No, it's just
It's useless.
no.
very
It's very
serious.
useless.
I mean-
we're not doing anything with it.
To be fair,
Oh God.
No.
England is a little worse off because they still use some of the Queen's measurements.
Oh, ew.
Hey, with the Queen.
And mix in some of standard and metric too.
Weird.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Yeah, it's very
like they're
weird.
all over the place. Like sometimes you'll see gallons
Yeah.
at
I was
gas
looking at-
stations
yeah,
or
it
like
was-
miles per hour, and then next you'll do like kilometers or like
You know the royal family is pretty inbred, and they try to hide it as much as possible.
mostly
Yeah,
most
dog.
royals. What do you
It's
mean?
royals.
And it's pretty
Yeah.
weird. And I just think about
And
that all the time.
like stones. What do you measure in stones, Cress? How many? You know how many stones you are in weight?
I don't.
He's,
I don't know.
I'm gonna say at least a stone per
Yeah.
thigh,
That's.
Hey yo.
half a
Hey,
stone per calf, maybe.
I'm
Yeah.
like
Do
I'm
you know
like
how much
two
a
stone.
stone is?
I have no idea. I have
like
like.
100 pounds or something. I don't know. It's weird.
I didn't.
Is it? I
that-
thought stone was like 20 pounds.
Hold up.
I have no idea. Like
I'm just joking. I don't know.
I don't know if
Sure,
anyone
like
reads like
20
Lad
pounds.
Bible, but like that's like an English.
Oh,
14.
no,
14
14 pounds,
Pardon me.
14
14
pounds.
pounds. Okay.
14
pounds.
pounds.
Is 14 pounds that heavy?
Well,
for
I've
a
learned
thigh?
something today.
Hey, lad. How many stones do you weigh?
Yeah, hold on. Let me find out.
How many stones am I? Let me see.
I'm about 235. Hold on. I weigh 16.7 stones. Oh, yes. Interesting. Multiply the mass value by
Oh my
14.
God.
Yes. I'm only 16.7 stones, my friend.
You know, it's the Scots that use stones, right?
Oh, shit.
I'm
You
like
shouldn't.
I'm like 20 stone.
20 stone. Let's go.
Oh yeah, I'm exactly 20 stone.
Easy. There you go.
Yeah, that's a terrible measurement though.
That's really
terrible.
difficult. Why is it 14 pounds?
I don't know why it's 14
Anyways,
pounds.
yeah, so that's why.
All you UK listeners, if you're still not mad at us about UK rap,
Gov.
go ahead and let us know. Let us know why stone is 14 pounds.
Sorry,
We appreciate it.
I'm done. Sorry. We get roasted by a very UK guy.
Yeah, let us know. Let us know in the comments. Let us know on YouTube if you have to.
He's going to say something about flats, and I'm not going to understand.
Yeah,
What?
So he's going to say something about flats, and I'm not going to understand.
system apartment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm
Lift?
saying. Yeah,
Porch?
all that.
The ends?
Yeah, those
The
things.
ends.
And then want to
What
be
ends you
like
from, mate?
Ender's Game. That was a good movie.
All right, I'm not gonna do this to y'all English people. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it.
I'm sorry, we had an episode like
I'm not gonna
a
do
while
it.
ago for this. Stop it.
Y'all already upset. I got
Stop
you.
it.
I got you. boys.
Yeah, just
I'm
play-
not. I'm not
just-
trying to get stabbed when I go
bro,
out to
just,
London.
Just play like a Pete and Bass, like,
Be like, oh man, I remember you.
oh, good. Stop this. I'm sorry.
Hey, blood.
Bring it to Australia now.
Stop it.
My bad.
Bro, just play like 30 seconds of Pete and Bass and recover our cool
Yo.
points. Okay, like, please.
Nah, I don't want to make that extra cut.
Oh God.
I have to make that extra cut
Curses.
in the video. I don't want to do that.
Party fouls.
Get pulled.
Yeah, I'm joking. I'm
Mans
joking.
will pull out a mank on you, bro.
A mango?
Mank, bro.
Oh, a mank. Isn't that like a little animal?
That's
a
enough.
mink.
That's
a mink.
enough. Nish brought up this one, old folks home for regular people. So Nish thinks that you shouldn't be able to send your parents to a retirement home if there's nothing wrong with them. They should be able to live like at the house, which is not far fetched.
That's a very Asian
thing to do.
If there was more access to liberty for minority communities historically, then I think there would be more room, space, and personal privacy in order to do that comfortably. In a lot of the other countries that we do that in, like the family will live on a chunk of land, build out that chunk of land. It's
Make
fine.
a compound, baby.
Make a compound. Parents and grandparents will end up living there because you'll have multiple houses on that same chunk of land. It expands from there. In America, minorities have never really been incentivized to like have land, make land, and then have a family. Not only that, I'm not going to say we somehow have lost African traditions. I am going to say we've been influenced by American ideology and trying to be successful in this capitalist system. And in order to do that, we've annoyingly grown accustomed to, you're 18, get out of my house. Like we straight up just kick kids out of the house a lot of times.
That's crazy.
And somehow have convinced kids that they should like really
It's a
hate
very West,
that they are
That's very
like
Western.
in the proximity of their parents, or that their friends have to like see that they have parents. I guess that's weird.
Yeah, it's a very Western mentality. It's completely different
Indeed.
in like Asian countries, especially where a lot of familial units are tight knit and usually tend to stay together as long as they can.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
I think it's a very colonial ideology as well, where it's like in order to claim more land, once you're able-bodied, go like crusade and conquer more land. And so it's once you're 18, you should have the means to go find acreage elsewhere. And even if we think about something like the Homestead Act of 1862, from 1862 to 1978, you could go apply for land and get like between like 80 or like 30, 40, 50, 60, up to 160 acres of land. You just go get it, go build on it. So for like a solid century, people were talking about that. They were making that normal day-to-day knowledge, like, hey man, we can and should just go get land. And then right after that, you have the suburb era. So that even after the homesteading is like building up in the West, you then have the era of, oh, well, good job, son. Just go get yourself a house, get with your woman and build a life, because the government's literally going to pay you to do that because you're a white male. And so like that's going to build up that mentality for all of the white people that are paid to then move into a suburb. That is definitely not the mentality of black people, but best believe enough of the 1 out of 10,000 black people who kind of wants the American dream the way they're saying it is going to believe that mentality. Fast forward another 100 years of 1 out of 10,000 black people believing that, you have enough black people who are like, black child, now that you've grown, get out of the house and go make your headway.
Right.
Now that's the mentality of a lot of families. But definitely we see, frankly and luckily, a lot of immigrants, Caribbeans who come in and they're just like, that's idiotic. Anyway, let's just live. All get paid, all together, make sure we actually get successful, and then we could go move on, do what we need to do.
Part of me feels like that has a little bit to do with what we talked about last time about owing your parents, or owing the people who raised you, like keeping them in the house when they're elderly and can't work anymore, and not shipping them off to a home just because you don't want to take care of them. Or maybe some people don't have the time, but I think there's other people you can employ to help take care of. Because here's the thing: if they don't have anything wrong with them, why would you not just leave them at home?
Yeah, bro. Like
if they don't need specialized care, they can take care of themselves at the house.
Worst comes to worst, I like a lot of the people who hire like at-home nurses.
That's awesome.
It's the same as like
it's
having
a
a
huge
babysitter.
industry.
It's a huge industry. Same thing as having a babysitter. Like, that's not a disrespectful thing. Like, fam, we got life. We're in a capitalist society. Like, Mom, you're fine. I'm not going to send you to a nursing home early, bro. Chill. It's okay. You're good. I promise.
I won't let them, Shell. Don't worry. I got you.
First time.
Yeah, you can come live in my mansion.
Bro, well, let me live there. What?
You got your own shit.
No. Stop playing. Let's make a comedy, bro.
Victor got 7 rooms.
I'll take that side room over there. You won't even need to worry about me.
You got it, dog. You got it.
Look, I know it's going to take 5 minutes to get from one side of the house to the other, bro.
Oh
Come
my
on.
God.
Let me chill over there. You won't even know I'm there. I promise. We got a nice little studio in the back. I'll like Crest over every now and then. Actually, he's going to be living on the top floor, so it's fine. It's fine. We'll all be there.
House, bro.
We all going to be
That's
there.
where the studio is.
We're all going to be there. It's okay.
Yeah.
We understand. We understand.
Yeah, we're gonna get this house.
Sir Cressicle's studio.
Yeah.
Please God. Please God. What? He did it here. Jesus Christ, bro. We were talking about Ren Fair and we were talking about names or something, dude. He was like, yeah, Sir Cressicles. And we were like, please,
Listen,
Jesus,
if you don't
Muhammad,
get that
anyone,
reference,
Yahweh, save
if you don't get that reference, you could listen to that episode. It's 2 episodes ago. That's episode 110.
Save us, please.
110? Episode 111. It's about the Renaissance Fair. You can listen to that on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Play Podcasts, or on YouTube at A Lot About Pod.
It's safe to say.
Or any other, podcasting.
But yeah,
listen to that episode.
We digress, but I think the whole get out of the house at 18, blah, blah, blah. You shouldn't be living with your parents. It's like very weird connotation.
It's very white, and I want you guys to understand
Western.
that when I say white, it's not real. No one is actually white. No one's actually black. Black people don't hate me for that, but like also realistically, your hair is actually not black. It's extraordinarily dark brown, and we actually know that there are animals who can see more colors than us. So everything that we see that we think is black is actually a color. We just can't comprehend it yet. It's pretty wild.
How'd you get to this?
What? You can like go on like
No.
How did we get to this subject?
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
How'd we get to here?
I was like trying to connect the line of reasoning. I'm like,
Oh yeah, because I was saying that it's a white thing, and so it goes
Right.
along to this system.
What a
of-
tangent.
It goes on to this system of white nationalism and this system of a white America. And in this system of white America, it is a conquering system, and it is send your spawn out to conquer more land so you can own more capital eventually. That's what it ends up being.
I let him have it because he haven't had a political rant in a long time.
that's true.
Okay, I appreciate that. I'm done. I'm so
no, you
sorry.
No, you're good.
no,
You're
it's all good.
good.
Man.
But yeah, no, I think it's because again, American ideals are very individualistic.
Right. Because it's all about money.
That's all. I'm just saying that's a very white mentality, which again isn't real. There's nothing white on anyone. Those are Caucasian people or European people, and you know that there's like 100 different European countries you can claim to be
Edward,
from.
Edward, please. You
All right,
had your
never mind.
chance.
I'm done.
You had your chance.
Sorry.
Yeah, bottom line, if you can take care of your parents, take care of your parents.
Yeah.
You don't need to put them in a home, bro. Trust me, it's fine. There's a movie about this lady who scams old folks' homes.
Believable.
On Netflix.
Believable.
I forgot what it's called,
Man.
but Peter Dinklage was in it.
I gotta watch it.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good movie, right?
It's gonna be a good movie. Gotta see it.
Sanal says we spend too much on defense.
Let me Google it for you right now.
He says the DOD spends too much money. We spend too much money on military preparedness. The budget is way too big.
Have you seen the
defense.
disparity between our spending and
Yes,
the
I have.
second place country?
No, I
In
haven't.
fiscal year 2023, the Department of Defense had $1.90 trillion distributed amongst.
Wait, what?
Each year, federal agencies receive funding from Congress, known as budgetary resources. In fiscal year 2023, the Department of Defense had $1.90 trillion distributed amongst its
All right.
six
What was-
Is this facts?
subcomponents.
What was
Yes.
that before
Agency-
9/11?
Let me ask. Oh yes.
All right, now look it up.
Oh.
Now look it up and compare it to other countries before you do this. Before you do this,
Wow. Sorry. Okay. Sorry.
U.S. spend on military compared to other countries. Yep.
U.S. by far larger military budget. Oh, in 2021, it was only $767 billion.
Well, okay, so how much was second place?
But China's was $270 billion. In comparison, the other four nations had more modest outlays, ranging from 50 to 70 billion. Yeah, so we have
Combined, right?
10 times.
China combined with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Combined with 8 countries, 777 billion, right?
Yeah.
U.S. 801 billion by itself.
That's crazy.
Who are we pissing off that we need this much military power?
Literally Earth. Quite
Yeah,
actually,
you said
everyone.
Earth.
Domestic and foreign.
This is why Americans think they can do whatever they want because the military is so
we can, bro.
overly funded.
You talk
yeah.
trash, we
we
literally
can.
put a C-130 over your city. And we win. Oh, I'm sorry. That mountain was angry at us. Don't worry. I'll shoot 10 Abrams at it and a Predator missile. Like, What? Yeah, we're good. Yeah.
So now
good.
thinks we spend too much money on defense, and he's correct, but they do it for a reason.
Listen,
It's because they want to hold a huge military power
Huge
over
military
anybody
power and a
else.
giant geopolitical footprint. Just because America has its fingers in a lot of.
We do.
Yes,
a
we
lot
have
of
bases
affairs.
everywhere, and all of them are extraordinarily well stocked. Like if anyone gets attacked,
Not even the bases.
Like-
It's just we have our fingers in a lot of political dealings within many, actually every continent.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wow.
We have, speaking from, obviously, I don't have my sources on me, but let me get my bibliography. But yeah, America, in one form or another, in certain degrees, is involved in a lot of political events of the world in terms of like backing one side over another or
both sides.
both sides.
We do that a lot.
Stuff like that.
There are.
'Cause it's all honestly, it's all came about post World War II, where America pretty much set itself up as quote unquote police of the world.
The world, yeah.
So
Weird. Manifest destiny it is.
Stop.
He was about to go in.
Oh my god, bro. Can we please get a topic on some Manifest Destiny, bro? Or like Europe, or like the age of colonialism, or we're gonna make some topics, y'all, because I need to just rant and just give y'all the whole speech I give at Spady, bro. Because like we talking right now, and just like all of this connects exactly what I talk about at Spady. I'm gonna stop.
So now also thinks we work too hard. U.S.
darn
work
right.
culture is exorbitantly tiring.
Capitalist dogs.
Right.
Yeah.
And it is indeed that way so that we can keep up with our own supply and demand while also making the man the money that they want as well, while they give us things on the cheap. Everything's from China, but we work so damn hard for no reason. In France, where did I see that? I think we work like 499 more hours than French people or something like that.
that's not a good comparison.
It's not. First of all, it's the French.
And they've been rebelling for the last like 100 or so years.
Yeah.
They're
a couple,
rebelling against
few
work.
hundred.
No,
Yeah.
never mind.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You know.
Let me
It's just
see. I had seen the thing sometime. The U.S. is the most overworked nation in the world. You don't say. So without vacation, holidays, full-time male employees in U.S. would work an average of 2,353 hours per year. Full-time female employees would work an average 2,152 hours per year. According to, what is this?
Like,
Yeah, I'm
sorry,
guessing
no,
this
finish
is,
your point. Finish your
This
point.
has got to be my ignorance. I always would have thought it was like Japan that was working.
No,
we work less than
no.
Japanese people.
No.
Oh, wow.
There's a lot of people in like China and other countries and things like that, but like the way we have promoted capitalism is like
Okay, here it is.
different,
Yeah.
and it's like I don't know, it's different. I'm not gonna say like I don't want to downplay like the obvious like slave labor that is created in like many other countries, because like it's BS to act like the people who definitely spend like 17 something hours a day working, like yeah, they're obviously working a bit harder than the average American, for sure.
So, according to the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, U.S. workers work an average of 1,791 hours per year versus another country that works an average of 1,716. It's 442 more hours than German workers, 294 hours than United Kingdom workers, 301 more hours than French workers, and 184 more hours than Japanese workers.
Oh, okay.
Like I cannot say that America is the hardest working country, but we do be working ourselves.
So
unnecessarily
only
hard.
workers.
Oh, here we go.
Only the workers in Chile, Mexico, Greece, Korea, and Costa Rica average more hours worked per year. Average. Korea, I can see, because them boys be working for.
I can see Mexico, considering the fact that
We get a lot of stuff from
America
there, too.
is right
Yeah.
above them, and so
Oh, man.
yeah. These are all
we work too much, man.
companies really.
But I think it's one of those things where it's like it's that bootstrap culture, it's that grind culture.
grind.
If you're not working, what are you doing? I feel
what
like
are you doing, bro?
I feel like they just pay these people.
How
to
you not wake up with your grind straight?
Right. Rise and
like-
grind culture. I'm not that guy, to be honest with you. I rise and I think about, do I want to grind today?
Rise
Can
and
I call
grind,
out?
bro.
Is it a grind?
Rise and grind.
Yeah, no, I'm not that guy.
Come
I don't
on.
overwork at all. Although we do,
Bro, you gotta turn your 2,000 into 200,000.
We did get this new director at work, and
Hey,
I
yo.
told her I'd leave at 5, and she'd be calling me at 4:57.
Hey yo.
Disrespectful. Disrespect. She came in at 4:57 yesterday to get her cell phone. I told her I left at 5 earlier that day. I said I'd leave at 5. I said I'm out at 5. I'm here till 5. 4:57. She knocks on the door. I'm like, you bitch. It's like, I can't believe you did this to me 3 times.
Can't believe you've done this.
Can't believe you.
So then I was there till like 5:15. Well, yeah, she was there. I might as well get it done. I got overtime. Don't worry. I'll do shit for free. But also, I don't really care to do overtime.
457, huh?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Clocked in at 4:57. She calls me at 4:57 every time.
You're a stronger man than I.
Well, I'm not picking up the phone anymore. Yeah, I've already made my mind up about that one.
Yeah, I would have been like, yeah,
I'm not picking up the phone.
Have fun. Goodbye.
Yeah.
Ooh, a last one I'll say before we get done with the whole thing is our response to protests and like movements. I think is something I'm kind of angry about with how America handles.
They're knee jerk for sure.
Yes,
They're knee jerk and they're not long lasting.
They also are like just the contrast of response to protests, though, I think is really what it is. Like, I don't want to say the protests are knee jerk. I'll say
That's
that
a protest.
Yeah. Okay, then yeah. America's response to it a lot of times is, and like another thing I talk about at Spady all the time. Sorry, y'all, but is like when we talk about us, democracy and equality and a priority of freedom. Obviously, it is extraordinarily in jeopardy when we consider the like impact of like the January 6th insurrection. I did not see a notable amount of any of the oppressed people or any of the people this country has oppressed in the past. You know, like when we're looking at the crowd, I didn't see many black people kind of enslaved for 400 years. I didn't see many Japanese people. We kind of
Internment camps,
nuked them twice. Chinese, we used as cannon fodder through the holes of the Rockies and the highways and the things, Middle Eastern.
You're giving truth. You're giving truth.
Sorry.
Stop. They don't want to hear the truth.
Native Americans kind of Americaned them a lot. So, anyways, we just Americaned them really hard, bro.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, he's
Americaned them really hard. But then, like,
verb.
you know, literally the South said, like, we will rise again for like 100 years, then literally did. And we had 11 and a half police officers defending our capital. I keep saying 11 because it's an exaggeratedly small number, but also when you look at the crowd, where was our response to this situation of all of our politicians in one spot, all of them, the buildings actively being attacked?
How long did it take?
Bro, it took minutes. Oh my God. Let me go
Minutes.
check this out for you. Because when they got into the building and they started going down the hallway, did you see the officer who, like, they're coming up the stairs? He looks left where the congressman's hall is, and because he's like talking smack to them, he backs up the other direction, and everyone's coming up. They don't look the direction of the hallway and instead start following him. Like, from them crushing into the door to them getting up to, holy crap, we're about to like lose all of our congressmen to this crowd. Like, that wasn't like hours. Like, they got in the building and like, for sure, if a couple decisions had been different, like, for sure we would have lost some congressmen. Like, the crowd was angry. Mob mentality is real. Maybe. They literally had a guillotine and like lynch post outside. Like, I don't know. Maybe I've seen too much of America's past, but usually when we put up lynch posts and like guillotines, we kill black people and like people.
Well, I don't know if any of them was actually brave enough to kill a
I think they
member.
were. I saw plenty of people who were armed, who were not armed, I should say armored. They had like body vests on. They had zip ties and crap to capture people. They were fully saying the lines that like Trump literally taught them. They were saying kill Mike Pence, hang Mike Pence. They were literally saying lines that, I'm sorry, I will not be the ignorant fool who's like, well, maybe they'll get to this, as if we haven't seen 2 centuries of these mobs. This is not new to me. I was not surprised. I was angry. I was not surprised this mob was here. They've been saying the South will rise again. And then they're literally holding Confederate flags, white nationalist flags, and neo-Nazi flags in the capital of the country, actively saying the lines that I've heard since the Civil War. Not that I've heard, but I've read about and known
Since
about
Dukes of Hazzard.
since this time. So like, I'm sorry, I cannot sit here and be the people who are like, well, maybe it could have gone that bad. They were attempting to make it that bad. And there were a couple people who were well trained and stopped it from happening. And like
One person died, right?
one person died.
Yeah,
It was
lady,
it was a white woman who crawled through the window, and a CIA guy was like, "Bro, stop, shot her."
Yeah.
Because he was pointing the gun at the window and told them not to do
don't
it.
do this.
Because you could look down the hallway and see the congressman running through, trying to get out. Because again, they were right there. Like, if the CIA guy did not shoot her, or did shoot her and it rallied them, and they pushed through, they would have lost a couple of people.
That's true.
And stopped him, and then walked right down the hallway, stopped, and got the congressman. And again, I'm not here for all the like, what if, well, possibly, well, maybe this didn't happen. They did attack the Capitol. There is damage there. There was video tapes of what they were saying. We cannot play ignorant on that when we know what this country is and has been.
Ultimately, what's your point?
Politics.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I like it.
It's politics, man.
Yeah, so it's politics.
It's we're in a capitalist society, man, and it leads to these. It leads to these things.
You'd be wild.
It leads to these
It's wild
things, man.
hearing like the rationalization or like the I don't know
Or the
subversion
Yeah.
that people get into about January 6th. And that's a whole other pod episode.
People who are like, oh man,
It's a whole other pod.
It was Antifa, and I'm just like, really? You think that many actors were paid to be that effective at acting and look that rural American? Interesting. Okay.
Sure. Must have got the bag.
I'm sure that's what happened.
Must have got a fat bag. Do that.
Like a fat bag, bro. Like, my God, that many people doing it that effectively, saying those many lines that are obvious.
And BLM.
They're
BLM.
Plants. My bad.
There's plants.
BLM. It was all the BLM and Antifa.
both.
I don't even know what Antifa really is, dog.
All of them.
Yeah,
Anti-fascist. It literally means anti-fascist.
Oh,
That is
yeah.
all. The only tenet is you try to fight fascists.
Oh, okay.
That is the only tenet of Antifa. Do not
Never
let
heard
anyone
of it,
make it
yeah.
feel like it is some group. It's some amazing army of people. It literally means you are trying to stop fascists. America was Antifa when we stopped Hitler. Literally.
Oh.
We were our entire country was Antifa because we saw a fascist and said, that looks wrong.
Punch him.
Let's punch
Somebody,
him.
please.
We drew Captain America punching the man.
Yeah.
We just made a movie about it.
We
We
did.
literally are Antifa, and we're blaming Antifa for this. Okay, like, my God,
I don't think you know this is ever, but Americans are
wildly ignorant. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, I do, and I see
mostly
that every
because
day.
they listen to the news. No one does research, and no one gets multiple sources.
Well,
They
that's
just hear the
because-
things, the people that they trust and people that share their views. They just listen to them, and ultimately, that's right to them.
and it hurts.
Because the news in America is for profit.
And it's
It's
for
indeed for
profit, and
profit.
that's the problem.
As
Everything
are the
is turned-
railroads, as we've seen in Ohio.
We didn't even get to the Ohio nonsense, my guy.
Oy.
One of the worst disasters. One of the worst disasters, bro.
Bro,
We
I'm
make
like-
fun of all these other countries and Chernobyl this and oh my God, radiation spill. We just killed like half of Ohio, bro.
I'm reading about it. I was like, this can't be real.
It is very real.
This can't
Very
be
real.
Like,
Yeah,
that
you're
was-
reading it as like, is this from like 3 decades or 4
Right.
decades
What
ago?
what just happened?
If you see the pictures of it, man, you see that freaking
I saw
chemical
it.
cloud.
Oh my.
They show like they have like a plane going over and the chemical cloud is so like
I think you can
dense.
see it from space.
You can see it from space. It is
That's
a blob.
wild.
A giant like blotch in the
I did
cloud.
not know
covering.
you could see it from space.
Yeah.
But
They're showing
I was like
images.
seeing pictures of it. I was like, holy.
Nuclear fallout.
It is nuclear fallout. Like, fine, it's not radiation. It's not that dangerous, and also it's causing cancer, irritation of the skin, and like killing all of the animals
fish, yo.
and
That's
fish
crazy.
in the
Fish
area.
and animals in the area. Yeah,
Like,
that's crazy.
I don't know what else you want to call that, but like that is a biological attack, and we would consider that like an act of war. If anyone else,
Any other country did
if
that.
any
to
other
us,
country
yeah.
claimed to have done this, we would literally be like, that's an act of war. You have killed like anyone who is using this drinking water, you know, like what are you doing? And I guarantee you, we're gonna not have more than like 10 people go to jail for this.
Does Flint, Michigan have water?
Nah, they still got water, bro.
Well, wasn't it like 2016?
That means nothing. That means absolutely nothing. We have yet to fix it.
Like, it's wild how little like news you saw in it in a lot of places.
It was hidden for a while.
Because when I was reading about it, like it wasn't on the scale of like, I don't remember what country it was, but that huge explosion, right?
Yes, Beirut, I think.
Yeah, it wasn't on the scale of that, but like that was like the last like disaster I was thinking about when I was reading it, and I was like, oh man, like that.
And it's just hilarious to me because when we're even talking about these disasters, it's all human negligence. It is literally just human negligence that caused all those disasters we just named. The Beirut blast was because we just left the wrong chemicals in a closed area next to extremely flammable things. It takes one guy like sneezing with a lighter to destroy all, and like well, Beirut's entire harbor was blown up, hundreds of people damaged and killed, and like, come on. And now we're seeing the same thing. I
forgot what happened with Chernobyl. I forgot the
exact
story of how that happened.
The reactor failed, and because Russia wanted to hide it,
a couple rods failed, and like
they didn't care about trying to do it in a safe manner because they're like, we're scared of
that show was wild.
Our leaders killing us.
The show was crazy.
The show was wild, man. It was a fantastic show. Like again, shows just what happens when like fascists and authoritarians take over, and it's kind of gross. Sorry, Russia's been kind of wild for a long time, y'all.
Listen, there's a lot's going on in America, man.
Didn't didn't Putin just back out of like the last?
Yeah, he just sorry, no. He didn't back out. He suspended Russia's
last
anti-nuclear arms that like puts a limit on the amount of nukes you can have. So he didn't pull Russia out of it, but he suspended Russia's involvement with it. The last deal and treaty that says, hey, we probably shouldn't keep making these things that will destroy all of us. So I'm not saying they're ramping up for nuclear war. I'm saying he's doing all of the steps necessary to ramp up for a nuclear war. So we'll see what happens.
And I hope you do the steps necessary to... Nah, it's not. That's a bad
That's
segue.
a rough one. That's a rough segue.
It's a bad
segue.
It's a bad segue.
It's a rough time out here, but this is indeed a show about opinions. And we are those people with the opinions.
Yep. Opinions are like... Never mind.
Let's go ahead and end it there.
Opinions are like a-holes.
Everyone has
them. And they stink.
That's true.
Unfortunately, that's how we're going to go out.
Yeah. With nukes and a-holes, man. That's
like, subscribe, notifications,
Perfect.
all that jazz. Podcast comes out on Fridays, YouTube on Saturday.
Talk about nuclear fallout. You should see that bathroom after.
This is Live by Nothing. Thank you for listening.